Understanding school finance doesn't take a CPA. Here is Northside ISD's finance, plain and simple. In the spring of 2006, the Texas legislature passed House Bill 1 in an attempt to reduce property taxes and equalize state funding for all school districts. The bill required each school district to lower its tax rate by a third and increase state aid to make up the difference. Unfortunately, House Bill 1 capped a combination of local and state revenues at that 2006 funding level. This means in future years, even if our property values go up, the school district won't be able to get any more money. Because even though property taxes generate more money for the district, the state will then pay less. Since 2006, the state has netted an additional $141 million from Northside taxpayers, even though NISD hasn't received an increase in per-student funding. Under the current system, the total revenue per student will never be higher than the amount of funding the district received in 2006. Here's what our budget looks like right now. When you break it down, it's pretty simple. The rising cost of goods and services is affecting everyone, but our revenue per student is the same as it was back in 2006. We can't keep operating forever when expenses are rising faster than revenue. For Northside ISD, payroll is the largest expense because we depend on people to deliver services. Payroll makes up 87% of our total budget. The largest portion of this total is the cost of teachers and support staff who interact daily with our children in the classroom. We have already cut $19.5 million from the 2010-11 budget by eliminating 268 positions. More drastic cuts will need to be made to the 2011-12 budget to absorb the massive state budget shortfall. Current proposals include a cutback of over $65 million and eliminating almost 1,000 positions. So, how can the school district get more money? There are only two ways under current law. One way is an increase in student enrollment, but more students would only mean more cost. Northside is projected to grow by over 2,600 new students next year. The second way is by raising the maintenance and operation tax rate, which is currently set at $1.04. Raising the tax rate would have to be approved by the voters through a tax ratification election. Even if Northside ISD taxpayers voted to allow the maximum increase to $1.17, this would only be a short-term solution to our budget deficit because, as we all know, costs just keep going up. And it does not address the real problem, the inadequate and inequitable funding system in Texas. Okay, so now what? We can cut costs, but that means offering fewer programs. Unless we get help from the legislature, we cannot increase revenue without increasing the maintenance and operation tax rate. Unfortunately, it means fewer teachers using fewer resources and teaching bigger classes. However, the state has what some say could be a $27 billion deficit, and that's just to maintain their current level of services. Based on this, we're not expecting any financial help from the 2011 legislature. We're just hopeful they will not reduce funding for education. So there it is, Northside ISD finance, plain and simple. Regardless of the outcome, though, Northside ISD will continue to manage the district's finances in a fiscally responsible manner to deliver education in an exceptional way.